What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be reacting to some mock drafts with you guys. And hold up, let me pause this dude. This dude's going off. Let me pause it right there. We're going to be reacting to a mock draft. Now, this is kind of different. Not just one mock draft, and it's not a full mock draft. A lot of these are draft trades for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to react to these. I think these are fun to react to. And I actually saw this one first, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I've never seen this. Then I had the idea, I should look for more of these, and I found a couple of them that I think are going to be pretty fun to react to. So, yeah, we may not like them. Yes, we may like them. I'm not exactly sure what to expect here. I just saw the headlines of them, so I didn't see all details, but it should be pretty fun. So, let's get this thing started. We have 4 to react to, and we're going to start off with this one, where it's this Saints-Lions blockbuster. Draft day trade involving Alvin Kamara could land New Orleans Tua Tagovailoa. So, New Orleans is getting Tua, obviously, here, and we get Alvin Kamara, which is great. But keep in mind, he is on the last year of his deal, so I guess if the Saints did do this, they would be like our Golden Tate situation, right? We weren't going to pay him anyways. We do know Alvin Kamara is an absolute beast, though, and I think, if you're talking about a running back that can fit in our offense, that can run and catch the ball in the backfield, Alvin Kamara is that dude. Like, maybe the best in the league at it, and he's still young. He has the deal through 2020 still, so we could see, how he plays out. If he plays out well, you give him an extra, you could extend his contract, right? If he doesn't play out well, then, well, you're moving on, because you only had him for a year anyways. Anyways, let's just react to this, okay? Maybe we're going all out for a Super Bowl. Let's get it. New Orleans Saints need to find a successor to Drew Brees at quarterback, but picking from a host of wild cards in a poor quarterback draft might not be the optimal way at the further end. Okay, I can kind of see why I say that. Wild cards, like a lot of different weird quarterbacks that are kind of like interesting, like intriguing. I think that's a fair way to put it. Okay, he says New Orleans might need to trade up to get one of the stars of this class with Tua Tagovailoa standing out as someone who would be an ideal fit in their offense. The Detroit Lions, who aren't looking to go quarterback at number 3, obviously, could be the team that the Saints could make a deal with. So imagine the Saints, right? Where they sit? They sit in the 20s. Imagine the Saints trading, we go far back. We definitely need some. I guess Kamara could do it. I mean, it kind of stinks that we'd have to pay him, though, after a year. He is a beast. I get that. Oh, true or false? Do you know your 2019-20 running back? Okay. The top 5 rushing teams almost in the NFL. The top 5 rushing teams almost in the NFL. What the heck does that mean? I'll put true. What does that mean? Okay, we're going to move on from that. Anyways, in order to entice Detroit to give up the 3 pick, New Orleans would need to surrender Alvin Kamara. By giving up Kamara, Detroit Lions would need to sign him to an extension. And his market value is high, like I said. The Saints could get rid of potentially sticky financial situation that minimizes the amount of draft capital that they would have to part with, okay? The Detroit Lions also acquire the 24th pick, so they stay at 24. 24 is a long way. And a 3rd round pick this year, okay. So then we have 3 of those. And a 2021 1st round pick. Now we're talking, because we can even trade that this season and move back up. So now we're talking, all right. In this deal, Detroit Lions acquire all-pro running back while surrounding Matthew Stafford and Trey Flowers with a host of young stars on both sides of the ball. New Orleans, meanwhile, finds a successor to Drew Brees. I thought I said the Detroit Patriots. I've heard that way too much recently. That's messed me up. New England Patriots might be plotting something similar, so New Orleans needs to act quickly. Oh, snaps. I think he's talking about the Joe Thuney trade. Landing a franchise quarterback is hard. Landing a franchise quarterback who is expected to follow one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time at number 24 is even more difficult. The Saints need to take a massive risk to pull off this deal, but could guarantee them a new decade of elite offensive production with Tua at the helm. So, I will say that Patriots thing does make me think of that Joe Thuney trade. It's kind of similar, right? You're going to have to pay him. You probably have to pay Joe Thuney a little bit more, right? But you don't have to pay him this season for Alvin. So Alvin Kamara's on that cheap deal this year because I'm pretty sure he's still on that rookie deal. So for this year, it'd be cheap. Joe Thuney would not be cheap because he's on the franchise tag. So I guess, I could see this one working in the Lions if they wanted to go this route. If he plays well this season, you extend him. You're paying a lot of money for Alvin at that point. But for this year, I guess you would keep every running back if you wanted to. But Alvin Kamara would be a beast in this offense. I would give this a draft. Creativity, I'm going to give it a 9 because this is creative. I haven't heard this one yet. And I'm going to give it a 6. If he wasn't on the last year of his deal, I could see this happening. I just don't know if the Lions want to do that. But I will give it a 6. You're still giving us a 2021 first. So actually, no, let's give that a 7. I'm going to give it a 7. That's not a bad return and Alvin Kamara. Let's get on to this next one. Projected mock draft trade Nets. Lions pair of young defender. Okay, my bad. I can't read, yo. All right, X these out. X all this out. What are we doing here? X all of this out. Come on, man. Detroit Lions have some major decisions to make when it comes to what to do in the NFL draft. And it's possible that the team decides to make a deal in order to add selections, which I think is very likely at this point. I don't know where the Chargers pick. 6. They pick 6. My bad. I'm not thinking. They pick at 6. Come on, dog. All right, plenty of those deals have been speculated in recent weeks, but a new suggestion is quite interesting from a Detroit perspective. Okay, recently analyst Evan Silva, is it even? I think it's Evan Silva, put together a new mock draft at establishtheRun.com. Okay, I see you. That's a long and he had the Lions dealing back, but picking up a quite nice haul when doing so. Okay, that's what I like to see. I'm excited now. In a hypothetical scenario, the Lions trade back with the Los Angeles Chargers, who move up to select Tua in the trade. Okay, the Lions get 6-37, so their first and second round pick, a 2021 fourth round selection, and defensive back Desmond King. Detroit uses the Chargers pick to select Auburn tackle Derek Brown, passing on Jeffrey Okudah in the process. The trade would allow the Lions to beef up their D-line, which should be a huge goal given how little they have at this spot. Okay, I mean, their defensive line is pretty deep if you ask me. If you ask me, I think the D-line is pretty deep. I think we could use a beast like Brown or Kinlaw, but I think it's kind of deep. Like, I'm just saying. You know, you got Nick Williams. You got Deshaun Hamm when he's healthy. You got Romeo Okwara. You got Trey Flowers. You got Danny Shelton. I mean, you got some guys back there. Okay. The Detroit Lions pick would allow the Chargers to select the next quarterback. The deal would also give the Lions an extra second-round selection to build their... Now, that's a good pick. Overall, the Lions are going to make a trade. This is exactly the type of deal that they should be looking to as preferred team. Okay, Desmond King stats. This is what I like to see. If the Lions were to add King, it would represent a homecoming for Detroit Lions Detroit native who played his college football at Iowa. I think I remember that when this guy was drafted. I'm pretty sure I remember this. King would be an interesting pickup for the Lions, considering his transition to the NFL has been solid so far. King was a first-team All-Pro in 2018 and put up, and so far has put up 189 tackles and 4 interceptions in the league. He's also a dangerous return man. Well, that could help. I guess we have Agnew, but okay. Something the Lions could use given their struggles with that lately. Okay, King would give the Detroit Lions defensive backfield some added punch and another young player to build around as they try to reshape their defensive lines. You know what? I was prepared because I saw the Desmond King headline and I wanted numbers. And y'all are about to see some numbers. All right, tell me if this looks beautiful to you. Oh, okay, he can play corner. He can play. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I don't want to watch Desmond King, but look at these numbers, my boy. Last season, he starts at 8 games. 54 out of targets, 45 of them are completed. 83% allowed. Like, dog, that ain't good. He was an all-pro here. He allowed 73%. You know what? I get that. Yeah, all-pro because he had 3 picks. This year was bad, dog. Like, really bad. 124.8 rating. I get he's young, so I guess if the Lions wanted to go that route, I wouldn't be necessarily mad because he is a young player. He's from Detroit, so that's kind of cool. But, man, that's concerning to me. That's a little concerning, though. Let me know what you guys would do with that. According to veteran Detroit news writer Bob Wojnarowski. Yeah, I think I said that right. The Lions are going to have a surprise in store for everyone as they pick later in April. That surprise, the selection of defensive tackle from Auburn. That doesn't surprise me, actually. Well, I mean, it would surprise some people because of all the Jeffrey Okudah stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me that much. Who says the teams will select. As to why, he admits he is simply connecting the dots as to what he thinks the team will do when it's said and done. Okay, let's see what Bob has to say here. Look at Bob. Is this the dude on that morning show? I think he's on the morning show before Lions games. I can confirm what Valenti is saying on the air, and I appreciate his sentiment. Yes, indeed, I believe the Lions will draft Derek Brown at 3, even if Chase Young is available. I'm not taunting or trolling Lions fans. I'm connecting the dots, big fat dots. Okay, that's awful. Heck no. Dog, you know what? I like Derek Brown. But if we go Derek Brown over Young, I'm going to... Relax, it hasn't happened yet. I would lose my mind, okay? I'm just saying. I like Derek Brown. I like him a little bit better than Kinlaw, but come on, man. Come on, dog. Brown, who had a big finish to the season with the Tigers, figures to be one of the top players at number 3. Detroit's line has been close to the basement of the league in terms of getting to the quarterback and stopping the run. Okay, who better to come and remedy a guy like Brown, which he could immediately impact the Lions' front. You know what? It would be nice to have him, Shelton, and Flowers. But, man, I'd rather have Chase Young. Come on, dog. Now, if we did this, that would mean that you'd get way less playing time to some of those other guys in there. I don't know if this would happen because of the Danny Shelton move. I don't know if it would happen because Danny Shelton's a beast, y'all. Passing on to others, including perhaps Chase Young or, in this case, Okudah. You know what? If Young's gone, okay, I guess I get it. I wouldn't do it at 3. I'd trade back and take Derek Brown. You don't need to take... This is like the Okudah situation. Do not take him at 3, Lions, please. If you take him, I ain't mad. Don't take him at 3, though, dog. That's just not smart. At least do this trade, at least. Passing on to other... Okay, I already read that. Lions' biggest need is defensive end. Detroit cannot pressure the quarterback meaningfully in 2019. I will agree with that. Something that has been painfully obvious for weeks and is a glaring problem given the team has done to add the threat in recent months. Part of the Lions' problem has been the jury, but behind Trey Flowers and Deshaun Hill, the Lions simply don't have any young building blocks they can count on right now. You mean this had to be before the Danny Shelton move? Hold up, no, dog, hold up. This is probably old. Where's the date? Where's it? April 7th, dog. We just added Danny Shelton, like. I'm not even going to mention Nick Williams because, yeah, I mean, he only had that one big season, but... And I'm not even saying you can't get a guy like Derrick Brown, but come on, dog. You can't just act like we didn't... Okay, I'm just going to go to the next one. I'm sorry. Don't sleep on him because it's a cheap deal. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on him. Please do not fall asleep. Here's the next one. Mock draft. Double trade back lands the Detroit Lions with 4 top 40 picks. Now, this is what I'm interested to see, all right? I'm excited to see this one by Detroit Sports Nation. You know they're talking. All right, here we go. Okay, Detroit Sports Nation, what we got? Oh, you got the weather too? That's what I like to see. Okay. There has been plenty of talk about the Detroit Lions trading the number 3 pick in the upcoming NFL draft to the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins can select Tua Tagovailoa out of Alabama, but I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that. But if the Lions actually pull off a double trade, ooh, okay, calm down, everybody relax. Sit back, sit in your chair. I know you're standing up right now. In our latest mock draft, the Lions not only trade with the Dolphins for 5 and 26 in the first round, but they can turn around and trade number 5 pick along with 67, which is our third round pick, to the Panthers for number 7 and number 38. Okay, I can rock with that. By doing this, Lions secured 4 top 40 picks. Land Derrick Brown, I'm in. Jonathan Taylor, I'm in. Cesar Ruiz, I'm in. Trayvon Diggs, I feel like I say he played man at Alabama. However, I think he's better at zone. So I would go elsewhere there. But still, adding 38, it gives you those options. I mean, this is a nice draft. This is a really nice draft. I don't know where I'd go at 38. I guess, Trayvon Diggs might be the best available because because obviously Christian Fulton's gone. You go Bryce Hall or something, that might be a reach there. But hey, I mean, this is pretty lit. This is pretty fire. Van Jefferson, okay. Okay, get a wide receiver. Devin Duvernay as well. Okay, I see you. Anthony Jennings, Lamar Jackson. Hey, you got to get Lamar. And then David Dowell. Okay, so we added 1 offensive lineman in Cesar Ruiz, which he's a beast. He's going to be a starter day 1. Jonathan Taylor, 26. Derrick Brown. I'm not mad at this at all. I would love a double trade down. Or would you be unhappy if Derrick Brown was their first pick? I wouldn't be mad if they traded back and got Derrick Brown at all. Now, if we took him, though, at 3, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. That's not a bad draft, though. I can rock with that. Browns-Lions draft trade could actually net Cleveland Isaiah Simmons. This is some good stuff. This is what I've been waiting to see. Let's get it. Browns hit at number 10, by the way. The Cleveland Browns won the offseason for the 2nd consecutive year because they were able to land top free agents Austin Hooper, offensive tackle Jack Conklin. Even so, the Browns lost their starting linebacker Joe Schobert, leaving a glaring hole. Yes, they did lose Joe Schobert. They landed Austin Hooper, but they paid him tons of money. I will give him that. Jack Conklin was a beast of a signing. Luckily for the Browns, they should replace Joe Schobert with Isaiah Simmons. Okay, let's see this one. Washington gets sick of Trent Williams' agent and cuts him. Browns sign him to a 3-year deal or less, and Browns trade up to get Isaiah Simmons. Okay, yeah, tell me how this is possible. The Browns will look to the Detroit Lions, who hold the 3rd pick in the draft, right, to take Simmons. The Cincinnati Bengals, Washington Redskins are going to stay out of the way with Joe Burrow and Chase Young. The Lions have a variety of needs and would greatly benefit from trading down and accumulating picks. Okay, Cleveland will be willing to do so, especially to add Clemson's do-it-all defender. I think I had a mock draft where this happened. I don't know if they traded with the Lions, but they traded up to get Simmons. For this trade to work, the Browns would hypothetically send their 10th pick this year, their 2021 second rounder, and a running back Kareem Hunt. Heck no, dog. What? We are playing devil's advocate here. Trading Hunt would be a bit difficult because Cleveland believes that the Browns still have big things planned for the trouble running back as evidence that second round tender they placed out in the season. That's truly replacing mid-round pick. Heck no, dog. You ain't giving us 10 in a future pick with Hunt? Nah, dog. Like, look, I get if y'all like Hunt, but that's whack. That's crazy whack. Browns, that ain't gonna happen, dog. You got to give us a little bit more than that. If that's the trade we make, I'm mad. Because that's not enough, dog. We can't move back to 10 and say, here's a future pick. We literally added nothing in the draft. Oh, you got Kareem Hunt. Okay, like, come on, dog. Kareem Hunt. Okay, let's look Kareem Hunt stats. You don't make moves like that, bro. Here we go. Let's look. Last season, 8 games, 3 starts. Okay, 4.2 yards a carry. Less than Bo Scarborough. Not bad, though. Not bad. 4.6 yards per... Heck no, dog. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not even playing with that. I'm not even gonna talk about it. That's dumb. No. Heck no. Heck no, dog. No, I'm gonna end it there. That's awful. I'll give that a 0 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. Thank you, bro, for watching, and I'm out.